If you've only ever used Claude AI, you're using about 10% of what it actually is. There are 8 features that most people have never touched. I'm going to show you all 8, starting from the simplest one and building up to the ones that will genuinely change how you work. The first feature we are going to see is projects. If you've ever wished Claude could actually remember your work, your style, and your preferences, Claude, Projects is exactly what you've been waiting for. A project is a dedicated workspace inside Claude. Think of it as a folder where everything stays connected. Your conversations, your files, and a set of custom instructions that shape how Claude behaves every single time. Instead of starting from scratch with every chat, a project gives Claude context, and context is everything. Creating a project takes about 10 seconds. You click New Project, give it a name, and also a brief description of what your project is about, and you're in. From there, you can upload files, documents, PDFs, spreadsheets, code, anything Claude needs as a reference. You can also write project instructions, a short description of who you are, what you're working on, and how you want Claude to respond. The second feature is the mobile app. Claude has a full iOS and Android app, not a mobile website, a proper app, and the way most people use it is completely wrong. They treat it like a smaller version of the browser. The real unlock is voice. You tap the mic and just talk. Rough thoughts, half-formed ideas, something you want to remember. Claude turns it into something structured and usable. The other thing the mobile app lets you do: hand Claude a task before you walk away from your desk, before a meeting, during a commute. And that's where the next feature comes in. Dispatch. Dispatch is the feature that connects your phone to your desktop, and it's the one people genuinely can't believe exists once they see it. Here's how it works. You're away from your computer, commuting, in a meeting, at lunch. You open Claude on your phone and you assign a task. Summarize that document on my desktop. Pull those files. Prepare a briefing for my next meeting. Claude picks up that task on your desktop, does the work using your local files and connected tools. And by the time you sit back down, the result is ready. The thread is persistent too. Claude remembers the context of previous tasks, so you can build on what it's already done. You use your phone like a remote control for a very capable assistant sitting at your desk. Dispatch routes your tasks to Cowork, and Cowork is where the work actually happens. It lives inside the Claude desktop app, which you can download free from anthropic.com. What makes Cowork different from the browser is that it connects directly to your machine. It can open files already on your computer, read them, process them, and do something with them. But the biggest thing is the output. Ask Claude in the browser for a document and you get text in a chat box. Ask Cowork and you get an actual file. A real Word document, a real spreadsheet, sitting in your file system ready to use. It's not describing the work, it's doing it. And with computer use now in Research Preview, Cowork can even click, navigate, and operate applications on your screen while you're away. Next, we have Claude Code. Claude Code is a separate product, and it sounds like it's only for software engineers. It's not. It's a tool that builds things. And you direct it in plain English. You describe what you want. Claude Code writes the code, runs it, fixes any errors, and hands you something that works. A script that processes files automatically. An app that does one specific thing you've always wished existed. A custom automation that runs on a schedule. The barrier to building software used to be knowing how to code. Claude Code removes that barrier entirely. You still need to know what you want. That's always on you. There's a mode most people scroll right past called Deep Research. Regular Claude answers from what it already knows. Deep Research goes and actually finds things. You give it a complex question and it searches the web, reads through multiple sources, cross-references them, and comes back with a full, structured report, with citations showing exactly where every piece of information came from. Not a paragraph, a document. The kind of output that would normally take you an hour of tab switching and reading to produce yourself. What separates it from a basic web search is the depth. It doesn't grab one result. It reads widely, synthesizes across sources, and flags where things contradict each other. For anyone whose work involves research, which is most people. This is a serious time shift. The next feature is skills. Every new conversation, Claude knows nothing about how you like to work. You want output in a certain format. Explain it. You want a specific tone. Explain it again. Every single time. Skills ends this. A skill is a set of instructions you write once, and Claude follows them automatically from that point forward, in every relevant conversation, without being asked. You can build your own from scratch just by describing what you want in plain English, or install ready-made ones from Anthropic's skills library. The way I think about it, every time you catch yourself re-explaining the same preference to Claude, that preference should be a skill. Write it once, save it, done. The people who have set up skills use Claude in a completely different way to everyone else. The last feature is connectors. Go to Settings, then Integrations. You can connect Claude to Gmail, Google Drive, Google Calendar, and more. Takes about 30 seconds each. Once they're connected, Claude can see your actual world. Not a world you've described to it. Your real emails, your real documents, your real schedule. You stop being the person who copies information from one place into a chat box. You just ask, what did that person say in their last email? What's in the document I saved last week? Do I have any conflicts on Thursday? Claude goes and finds out. This is the difference between a capable AI that works in isolation and one that's actually embedded in how you work every day. 8 features: projects, mobile, dispatch, Cowork, Claude Code, deep research, skills, connectors. Most people know one of these. The ones getting the most out of Claude are using all 8. Tell me in the comments the ones you're already using. Like and subscribe so you won't miss our next update.